Look who I found on the streets of Italy. It is the main man. The main man is back. Main man. He's got main man energy. Oh, he's ruined it. He's ruined it. You've got tea and I've got pure vodka. Come on. It's not, by the way. It's not.
Drinks nice aqua. Dom's on the tea. We are definitely middle-aged men.
We are wilding for sure. Wilding on a Thursday night. And to be fair, we've got every excuse to be wilding because it's the bumper edition. VPG Esports, 4 games. Some say it's never been done before. I don't know. I don't think it has, Domino. I don't think it has. We could maybe make in history here. I don't know. But hey, we're Pro Clubs Weekly on behalf of VPG and VPG Esports Premier. It's what we do around here. It's what we do. We make history. We make history. Domino, how was Italy?
Oh, mate, it was ridiculous. Like, we packed a lot in, mate, but the heat ate it. Like, sitting at anywhere between 37 and 40 degrees, and we're out in all day. Ridiculous, mate. But it was lovely, but I'm happy to be back. Sitting in this.
That's what I was waiting for.
With some VPG games on 8 or live, which is good.
Yeah, look like you caught the sun, mate.
I'll show the people. I will show the people this. I'll take off the wedding ring.
Oh, let me zoom in.
Original colour. Look at that. That's the original colour.
We'll take your word.
Absolutely madness.
Take your word for it. Right. Good to have you back anyway, mate. Now for the people at home, 4 games tonight. You may see some teams, for some familiar teams, playing more than once tonight. There is method behind the madness. So first up, around about now, I feel like we should be going into this game right about now. Let me check on them. They're waiting for us. My bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah, they can start. So we've got Flair versus Skyfall straight off the bat. A humongous game. It's 10th plays 4th respectively. After that, we've got FG versus No Mercy. England versus Portugal. Portugal having just lifted the World Cup as well. A couple of World Cup winners in there, Domino, for No Mercy. But it's second place, plays 21st. So if you think that's going to go according to the script, you've obviously never watched competitive pro clubs before. After that, it's RTE versus, you'll never guess who, FG. They are back to back tonight. Second place FG in the spotlight this evening. And then we're finishing off with one of the teams from the first games. It is Flair. They take on SV Volt. 8 Ball's second favourite German team, of course, who, currently in 6th place, Domino. So some heavy hitters tonight and some underperforming underdogs. It's set up to be a crucial. I was gonna say a good night. It's just gonna be a crucial night, Domino.
Mate, there's some great teams on that and Premier League starting back
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying, we're about to watch. We're about to watch some clubs. All positive vibes over here. Right, Domino's sad existence aside, we do have Skyfall in the white, from left to right. Is Skyfall in the? No, it's Skyfall in the black. I'll get it right one of these days, Domino. Flair in the black now. They are. You're right. As soon as I get the teams right, we can kick on. But the 2 teams are out, and we got straight in, which is good because we've got 4 games to fit into tonight. So long may that continue. And yeah, we've got Flair. I'm happy with Flair being in the black. Thanks, mate.
But we've got some tiny early chess match going on. It's very much a midfield passing game. Teams trying to establish a rhythm. And you can strike from here, this man down. It's like, wait, what's a delicious ball into the box?
Yeah, it was. It was a good ball, and you would expect more as well from these 2 teams because both of them are crazy attacking teams as well. Flair in the last 11 games have scored 36 goals, Domino. So just to put that into perspective, just just to put that into perspective. And Skyfall currently 13 games unbeaten. And here we go. Flair early on, cheated with the save. The centre back chests it back to him. Cool, calm as you like. An early chance there for Flair. Also, Skyfall currently sat in 4th place, dangerous in their own way. Stefle winning that back to Toot, edge of the box, Polga to Mevsi to Kula. All 3 of those calm and collected on the ball. Not what we can say for Shisui there. I think the animation let him down a little bit, and he has conceded a corner for his team. In it comes then from Skyfall, the Turks into the back post. Adele makes a very, very good clearance with the header there. Jay Lings wins it back for Flair, looking to get something cooking. Tico the Beast gives it to Warren the Beast. A couple of beasts in this team. Love you. All the way out to this right-hand side. Recycled well. Edge of the box gives it to Semi in there with the tackle. Recycling again for Flair. Happy just to keep possession at the moment. Shisui Shiki takes it down nicely. Much better than that touch earlier on. Warren Beast loses out to Polga though, and it's Skyfall's turn. And like you said, Domino, it's a bit of a chess match at the moment. How many times do we say as well at this standard, sometimes it is just set pieces that are the difference, and do you know what happens more often than not? You know, we see the biggest teams, and here are 2 of the biggest teams, not only in the league but in the world at the moment, the world of pro clubs. So don't be shocked if you see a single corner being the difference tonight between these 2 teams. It is 10th place 4th, Flair in 10th at the moment, on a bit of a tear at the moment, winning 9 in their last 11. So something's got to give at the moment, Domino, and at the moment, nothing's giving, so I guess that doesn't really make sense. You have to be in this league, Domino. There's so many killers out there in attacking positions, and even defensive positions as well. Stabbed into the back post, headed away by Toot again. But it's fallen to Warren Beast on the edge of the box. He has skied it over, and Skyfall will restart. But another half chance for a man of that quality, Domino.
Absolutely. If it didn't fall to him, if it fell to anyone else, I would be saying we got past there. 2 men on the right-hand side of the both with them.
No, you don't. 7 minutes left in this first half. 0-0 Skyfall and Flair. Warren Beast loses man again, drops a shoulder, it's gotten posted in. What a finish that is, and that is what I mean, Domino. You only need half chances when you're playing with players of this caliber. You only need half chances, and Warren Beast take a bow, because you have just proven that completely and utterly. And Domino, I think Flair getting what they deserved out of this first half. Well, he took the guy out off of the ball. I think that's what the foul was for, yeah. But it does leave Skyfall with a free kick in quite a dangerous area just before half-time as well, which those of you at home watch this regularly, you know is pro clubs team's favourite time to score. Edge of the box. Here it goes. Mevzi Lavieu makes the tackle. Shisui Shiki can't get rid of it. Tico Beast tries to dribble it out. Presnicki. He wins the ball, but at the cost of conceding a goal kick to the opposition, which I don't think he would have liked to have done there because they were getting pressed. And again, just toying with it a little bit here, and they're getting away with it. Jay Ling's got it in centre mid, gives it to Kaun. Looking for the ball through, can't find it. They're going to win it, and that should see us through to half-time. There is half-time. And Domino, to be fair, I mean, we see it quite often in VPG Esports Prem. Two teams, two very, very good teams, they're almost cancelling each other out.
Yeah, very much so. Well, I do think the difference there when you're taking the chances. Now, Skyfall got in good position, and like the ball that came to the edge of the box, they tried that one too many pass where you've seen twice for Flair. They had the man over, took the shot, dropped two players, and then took the shot and scored. I think the difference is Flair taking their shots when they've got sight of goal, and Skyfall, I wouldn't say kind of walking in the back of the net, but that ball at the edge of the box, you should have mimicked what Flair's done on the other side. So it is very much a 50-50 game, but mate, it's that
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, and I'll echo what you said there. Is we say it all the time. I mean, over on Pro Clubs Weekly as well. If you are watching, go subscribe over on our YouTube channel as well. We say it all the time on our channel, Domino. It's worth, especially on this FIFA, it's worth it just because the rebounds. Hello, cheeky ball over the top, and there is a rebound, but it is pushed away for a corner. The rebounds on this game are just crazy, and 9 times out of 10 it will fall to a teammate before you've even had a shot. And speaking of shots, that was almost a shot from the corner.
I'll tell you what, I like it from this angle.
Yeah. Here we go. Shisui Shiki, what a ball that is, and it's point blank range. It's Escorver, and he's doubled the lead for Flair. We got the camera angle from the cameraman himself. He picked out his centre back, who's picked out the goal scorer at the back post. It's essentially a tap in with the head, and it gives Flair a 2-goal advantage. 10th place Flair being 4th place Skyfall, and there'll be a lot of teams around Skyfall in the league, at the top of that league, licking their lips at this early game, Domino. Here we go. Warren Beast cuts inside. Yeah, defended well, to be fair. Yeah. Teams genuinely work on it at this level. There's not really that much to separate two teams of this quality. And you know, we've seen in the league before, you got teams who are sitting in, you know, we've seen No Mercy after this, they're 21st. They are a good team with some World Cup winners, with some good players. Speaking of good players, here is Polga tries to go over the top. Tony Bacchi gets rid of that. Mevzi recycles nice though. Presnicki on the right hand side loses his man nicely, but Lavieu is in there. The experienced Lavieu wins it back for Flair, who currently sit 2-0 up. Jay Lings, you know he was going to pick that pass, Dom. You know it was coming out of that left boot. Svensenal gets cut out by Karaman though, but wins it back. Edge of the box is on. Jay Lings, the man who played that pass, plays another quality pass. Drilled into the near post, but it hits the side netting. And again, Flair don't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon. Yeah. I do think it's gonna. I do think it's gonna start to get to the point now where teams sit on that 2-goal lead. They've got the. I don't know why it's going in slow motion. Teams have got that 2-goal lead, so they're almost afforded the luxury of being able to just sit and chill on it. I do think we're now getting into that stage once we get back into the street. We're getting into that stage where I think Flair are going to be tempted to do it, and that, I think, is when Skyfall are going to be at their most dangerous as they break into the box, goes to the back post. Abdel heads it away, repelling them.
Yeah, it's a hard position to be in because a 2-goal lead is absolutely comfortable, but you'll always hear it from me first. A 2-goal lead is one of the most dangerous leads you can have because the confidence and the balance and the momentum switch so quickly once that team gets the second goal. Yes, the third goal kills the game, but I think Flair just need to do what they're doing here and not start going into a shell because they're playing. They're the best defense for them is a great offense, and that's what they're showing.
Well, they've got 15 minutes to hold tight. And can they do it? It'll be a massive. They've got 4 games tonight, so it'll be a massive start to potentially a massive evening. Cooler FX got it on the edge of the box. Henry loses 2 men. Mevzi into the back post. Tony Baki's there again. A good shout for man of the match. Henry picks it up again. Polga can't get past Tico and Lavieu, who have both been solid. Lots of defending from Tico. He's used to playing up front. It looks like he's playing on the wing today or wide midfield. But he's showing he's a bit of an all-rounder because he's had a good game on that left-hand side. He's not really done too much going forward because he hasn't had to. Been mainly focusing on defending, and he showed his worth there.
Yeah, it's such a good players, 8-ball. You can pick them up and put them anywhere.
And
even if it's not their specialised position, they're going to do a shift, and they're going to do a shift at world level.
Yeah, and that's what Flair need, I think. Being 10th at this stage of the season, there is a chance that they can break into that top 6 or more. And here comes Warren Beast. Gets taken out. It doesn't matter though. Sentinel gets taken out, and that does matter. Is the goalkeeper going to go walking? No, he's not. It's just a booking.
I've never seen a red card keeper. I don't think it's allowed on this game.
Here we go. Sentinel down the middle. Non-pressure penalty, Domino. And that is game, set, and match. It's 3-0. 6 minutes left. But Skyfall, it's not going to matter. Just not been at the races today. Or am I being too harsh on Flair, Domino? And have they just been... You know, have they just completely and utterly taken it to them?
Mate, I think Flair have been quality all night so far. Like they have been very, very good. And like I said, they're back to back, or not back to back on the channel. But they're featuring our latest game today. So I'm excited to see how they go on this little run. But
and that now makes it 39 goals in 12 games for Flair.
That's an absolute joke. I told you what. It's a good time to hit 4, mate, but it's a great time to start hitting 4. Exactly. And to be fair, you know, we've watched Flair a lot over the year and a half we've been running Pro Clubs Weekly. And they do have a bit of a bum record on our channel, and we sometimes joke about it, but playing on VPG YouTube, they must like it because they have been impressive tonight, and they've beaten a very, very good Skyfall team here. Yeah, like I said, they're no slouch. League position determines that. I think you did echo like them not being at the races. With people like Polgar in the middle there, I did expect a little bit more, and that's Skyfall's downfall for being such a great team. That is just their downfall for being such a great team. You always expect them to at least get on the scoreboard, but I just think they'll be nullified quite well. It's probably a bit of both. 8-ball, great play by Flair, and a bit lackluster by Skyfall, and that is it. 8-ball, that is the full-time whistle. And that's Flair with a 3. Skyfall not even getting on the scoreboard. Well played, boys.
I mean, like I said, it's an absolute perfect start to VPG Esports Premier Night. Not just for Flair, but for us as well. 3 goals and a very good performance.
Very good game.
It's what we want to see. It's what we want to see. Right, so next on the channel, Domino, let me go and see where we are. What have we got? We've got FG and No Mercy up next, by the way, boys and girls. So FG is saying they're just waiting on a few, so that's good for us because that'll give me time to go and have a look. There's going to be a lot of chopping and changing tonight whilst we keep up to date with everything that's going on, so do bear with us. It will be worth it, we promise. Let's see if FG are streaming. They should be in the lobby. Of course they are. We expect anything less. expect anything less. So we have got. Let me just move this across. Second place, FG, playing 21st place, No Mercy. Do not let that fool you, Domino, and those of you at home. Do not let that fool you, because No Mercy are a very good side, first and foremost. Brecha is the manager for No Mercy, who was literally, I think he was my man of the match over the 2 legs in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
So the literal biggest stage you can get in VPG. Minus the Champions League, maybe. But he's just coming off the back of that. So not only is he in the team, but he's also running the team. And I do think that almost spurs the team on. Like, if I'm playing for a team and my captain's just dropped a man of the match performance over a double-legged World Cup final, is that not like the inspiration you need?
Yeah, I mean, people get behind good people, regardless of. Again, personally, there's differences, but I think once you've got a player that you know, same like a manager in real life, once you know that a manager can do the job at a high level, if they're going to tell you to do something, that's your point of reference. If they're telling you, look, you got to watch that man, here's how you play, here's how you put the ball on the inside, then you're not going to question it. If you think you're better than the player, then there's a difference in opinion. If he's going to tell me to do something, 8-ball, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to shut up, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the best thing that No Mercy can do tonight, is just, use that to kind of spur them on. And, it is, no matter which way you look at it, it is 21st place second. FG, 10 points behind league leaders Poise, but with 6 games in hand. So again, a bit like Flair, they'll want to kick off their evening with 3 points. 25 games unbeaten, including a 3-2 win over those league leaders Poise. 3-2 win. It's all to play for, mate. It is all to play for. Right, we've got FG in the black from left to right, and we have No Mercy in the white from right to left. No Mercy 21st in the league. They will be looking to spoil the party, as the manager Brecha said to me earlier on. They are Portuguese and they would prefer Poise to win the league, Domino. So Brecha's
not a thing.
Brecha's come out and said he wants to do his native Poise a favour and beat these lot tonight. Quote unquote.
Oh, absolutely not. Well, he's lying to you. I tell you that now. He's lying. There is no team. You want the team from the same country. Just because we're English, 8-ball, it's probably the way we're built.
Yeah. And speaking of English, FG, of course, are from England. As they swing the ball into the box early doors. Nothing comes from it, though, and No Mercy looking to break down the line. Here is Nuga. And do you know what? Stepping out, I don't know who that was. I think it might have been Mickleback, but that is someone who has the experience enough literally just to step out like that. That's insane defending. That only comes with experience.
I know how much you appreciate that as well.
100%. Baliance for FG. Baliance, insane stats. 28 assists this season, Domino. I think the closest behind him is on like 14. Unreal stats from that man. Cola tries to dink it through, but Jack gets it clear. SJ Clay holds it up nicely, and there is the World Cup winner, wow. Brecha himself. Held off nicely though by Clay. Here is Baliance, the assist machine. Nuga comes across, stops him potentially swinging that in and adding to his 28 assists this season, which is ridiculous, by the way.
And that's what you've got to do, 8-ball. Earlier on, you've got to starve those great players off the ball. Yeah. Like I said, he's been on the ball twice, and actually he's been clattered twice. Whether that's a tactic or not, I don't know. But it's one thing you need to get an informed player out of that form, out of that confidence. Starve them off the ball and attack them when they're on it.
Silva tries to go near post. Yeah, and they'll get the corner as well, No Mercy. And you saw Flair do it with Polga and Skyfall in that first game. I think that's a good example. Just starve them of the ball. You know, some of the best players in the world. They can't touch the ball. They can't hurt you, hopefully. Cola into Neguin, off the post, and somehow that's not gone in. Thiago Silva keeps it alive though, stabs it into the back post. There is manager Brecha, heads it down nicely, and no mercy. Again, there's no easy games in this league. 21st place, second. Oh, here we go. Oh, Rafael Gomez, that's a free header, son.
I tell you when I'm a player, what I hate is when you see the ball hit the inside of the post and not go in.
Yeah, that's criminal. It's criminal because he did absolutely nothing wrong. And I tell you, one man who would have been relieved to see that is the goalkeeper tonight for FG, Woody. We've just had his baller build over on Pro Clubs Weekly, so if you want to go and play like that, man, check that video out. That came out yesterday. Ooh. Ballers 4 days.
Aren't we good to you guys?
In August as well. We're still going. That's stamina.
That is unbelievable. Yeah, that's stamina plus, mate.
Balians. Loses 2 men. Oh, Fabregas steps in though, and can Nuga get it away? Oh, he can, but he's going to keep the ball as well, which I didn't think was possible. That's why I'm up here and he's down there. FG Porridge wins it back though. Clay into Balians. Gives it to Sam Cooper, is in unreal form at the moment. 21 goals in 40 games. Watch out for that man. I think it's his first touch, Domino.
And again, like you said, league position sometimes means absolutely nothing when teams go face to face because
in this league, mate, in this league,
100% on the emphasis this. I mean, no mercy is showing why they're in this league regardless of league position.
Yeah. Dilvix into SJ Clay, flip-flaps his way through Rafael Gomez, who had that free header 5-10 minutes ago, back there doing his defensive duties. So I think he is a centre-back, judging by the afro. Speaking of afro, FG Porridge wins it back for his team. Jack sprays out wide to Crimmy. Lots of space for this man, the tricky fullback, attacking fullback. Left-footed Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Phoenix wins it back off him and goes long. 2v2 at the back. FG just risking it at the moment, Domino. And again, maybe using the league table to justify that. Brecha heads home. That's unreal defending.
Yeah. Both teams, they're showing good spells of possession, getting into dangerous areas. It's just, I wouldn't say unfortunate, that they just haven't found a cutting edge yet going forward.
We don't want to watch any of the game anyway. Who's the cow? Sack the cameraman. It is, I think it's Mickelback who's a centre-back, which never works well, but at least he wasn't snapping on and off. I'd rather not see it than have a bloody seizure. Zhao into the back post. Phoenix wins it. Thiago Silva wins the second ball and Animal gets it cleared. And again, just warning signs from this No Mercy side. They are not going down without a fight tonight.
No, and he was definitely not the favourite to win that second ball against the centre-half, and he did. I think it surprised me. It might surprise his teammates there.
Nuga, edge of the box. Mickelback steps in. It's not Mickelback as the cameraman. It is Animal. Correction there. Phoenix, though, having a good first half. Cuts back inside. Loses his man. Can't lose the second man, which is Crimmy. Down the line to SJ Clay. Another man going down the line as well. Doesn't use him. Instead, goes into Porridge. Bailey Ince. Brecha steps in. Almost into that CDM role, Dom. He's playing 2 positions, that man. Someone else would say, someone who has looked quite tidy is Nuga. I don't know where he's playing. He's just drifting around wherever he wants. But it means he's picking the ball up a lot. Yeah, he's picking the ball up a lot. Crimmy swings it in, back post. Ment comes out for it. Dilvix keeps it alive. Brecha heads it about 70 yards. And here we go. No Mercy are on the counter-attack. Slides it through, being tracked by Animal, the cameraman. Thiago Silva, though, does him for pace. Stands him up, gets to the byline, comes back. First time pass to Zhao. Nuga into the back post. Oh, he's lost flight of it. Mickelback 100% pass back to Woody, but they don't mind. They don't mind. And again, living dangerously, or No Mercy just playing out their skin here. Phoenix again, unreal skill from him, and Porridge has to step across there. No, that's not full time just yet, or half time. It's going to be now though. Premature whistle from me. I apologise for that one. It's 0-0, but tell you what, Domino, it's a bloody good 0-0.
Well, if you said to someone before the game, how far do you think these 2 teams are away league position wise? How many do you think? 5 down, 10 down? You would never expect it 2 versus 21. Like,
I mean, you could easily say, you know, if we said to you tonight we're having 10th plays 4th in the league, you would easily think 10th and 4th here, maybe.
Yeah.
No way would you think one of these teams is 21st in any league, let alone a Prem, like any league. I say it week in, week out, and you guys at home are probably sick of me saying it, but there are no easy games in this league. It's an unreal league full of it is world class, and you've literally got World Cup winners in that squad. So I know for a fact it is world class.
Yeah, mate. But if you were FG right now, the hard thing in your dressing room, you're like, right, okay, we need to be on the tails of the boys of boys.
Yeah.
And at the minute, I am right in saying that I think No Mercy had the better first half. And
I agree.
Because they were shining. I just genuinely think the play was better. They created the more dangerous chances.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on for them. I just don't think.
Oh, Sam Cooper slides in, Bailey. Here we go. That is what happens though when you don't take your chances in this league. Sam Cooper turns provider, slides in his Cam Bailey, and we were talking about his assists earlier on. He pops up with a goal. And Domino, Sam Cooper, 21 goals in 40 games, but I've also got here that Dean Mickelback and Baileyans are all in double digits this season for FG, so they're not just reliant on one player, like a lot of teams are, to be fair, because you're not getting enough goals, but the FG have just got goals all over the pitch, and there you go, that's a shining example of that.
Hey, well, there's two things when you're hoping to mount a title charge. The one is try winning games when you're not playing your best.
That is Dean Smith breaks into the box, meant with a big save. He did parry it back into the danger zone there. Sorry, Domino.
No, but that's what I was saying. I was like, those games, 8-ball, where you look back on a title-winning season, and they were like, well, tell you what, we had no right to win that game. We weren't playing our best, but we dug out a result. Not saying they weren't playing their best, but that chance there, the finish, the play, that's high level stuff.
Well, the thing is, Domino, if this finishes 1-0 now, and you look at that on paper and go, oh yeah, FG beat No Mercy 1-0, pretty standard. That does not tell you anything that's gone down in that first 45 minutes. And to be fair, No Mercy they're not finished in this game. They are not finished.
No,
Nuga, Mickelback, what a tackle that is. Crazy tackle. Goes long, and to be fair, they might get something out of this. Neguin gets back, showing his pace at centre-back. I'm just having a look at Neguin. He might be he's definitely not playing as an any. I thought I saw his marker go off. Keep an eye on him. It's not going off. It's not going off. Over the top, Animal picks it up, and FG will recycle to Mickelback, finds SJ Clare. And those first-time passes, Domino, those handoffs are so difficult to defend against. And FG, I mean, that's basically how they got their goal. Fire it into the danger man, Sam Cooper, and he just handed it off to the unrushing Baileyans. And Bob's your uncle. It's 1-0.
The difference, like a break in game and a 30-second pause in a game is genuinely massive. Like the boys at No Mercy would want that first half to carry on and not have half time. Because as soon as it's come in, they've regrouped, and good teams do great things. And they've come out this second half. They've nullified the attack going forward for No Mercy, and they've got that all-important goal. They've looked like a completely different team here, 8-ball, coming out in the second half.
To be fair, I think since the goal, No Mercy have kind of switched back on a little bit. So I think they started a bit. They're not sloppy, but I think they got hit like a deer in the headlights by FG coming out and scoring so quickly. But they're back on it now. They're having to deal with some pressure here, though. It's typical FG, but look at that, Rafael Gomez. It's world-class defending, Domino. Sam Cooper's one of the best around at the moment. He's in the red-hot form of his life. And Rafael Gomez just steps across and just nips it off of him. Thiago. Held up nicely. Nuga. Fabregas slides it through to Cola. What a tackle that is. I think it might have been Crimi who just got the foot in. And it is going to be some form of foul or offside. We'll never know. But FG won't care because there are 17 minutes left. And it's 17 minutes for them to hold on to this lead. I mean, to be honest, I think they'd snap your hand off for a 1-0. You know, get out of dodge. And, you know, the teams in second place should be looking forward to playing 21st. I don't think they're enjoying this too much, Domino. It's a hard game for them. And it's not over yet.
Mate, they're defending there by No Mercy. If people want to go back and look at that, Bailey had the ball. The defender checked slow and then ran. The defender stayed with him the whole time, and it was Bailey didn't have a pass on. The defensive work there from No Mercy is unbelievable.
There you go,
This is high quality.
overload. They want it back high up, but Mickelback and co doing their very best. Phoenix breaks through. He's hit the crossbar. He's come back.
Oh my!
Oh, he's put it away from the rebound. Phoenix, who's looked quality all game, to be fair. I think Woody saved that first one onto the crossbar. He's got no reward for a world-class save, and it's fallen back out to the man who took the shot in the first place. Domino, we said No Mercy were not out of this. They're definitely back in it now, and we also said just pull the trigger, son, because the rebounds on this game are crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, other than the chance that FG slotted away nicely, they've had some really good possession and some really good passing. They haven't created as much there, and the game's been wrestled back a little bit by No Mercy.
Yeah.
Definitely back by No Mercy here. It's gone to 1-1. We've got under 10 minutes of virtual
Here we
time
go,
left,
3 up, man
and
through the middle.
momentum is
Cola.
with No Mercy.
FG Porridge back there doing his defensive duties, but you won't like that. Thiago Silva stayed on side. Cola, again, it's a rebound from a shot that was blocked. Just love rebounds on this game. SJ Clay. And I think No Mercy really got rewarded for just, I want a pot noodle now. We're not sponsored by pot noodle, ladies and gentlemen. Balians. But yeah, what I was saying is, they did get rewarded because they committed so many men forward that FG just couldn't get the ball away. Sam Cooper swings it into the back post as the pot noodle goes off the screen. Nuga into Zhao. Good roulette from him. Gives it to Thiago. Good first touch from the man in the middle. FG Porridge is having a barnstormer of a game. Solid in that midfield, and they've needed it tonight. They've needed it. I bet he thought he was going to have a field day going forward, but he's had to put a shift in. And can FG steal this at the death? Dean Smith into the back post. It's Brecher there. World Cup winning and manager Brecher. Crimmy keeps it alive. Gives it to Jack 7. Slides it through to SJ Clay. They're going to get another chance here. Not even going to say his name.
Is it time?
I
There
said,
is time for the corner
I said
eight
his
ball.
name
Look at
too
the
many
time.
times on Sunday. One more bit of magic from that man, and No Mercy will get a point. However, clubs can be a cruel mistress. FG are going to be looking for all 3 points here. Second place, FG looking for it at the depth. Rafael Gomez gets rid of it. Fabregas clears it, and that is going to be time. Do you know what, Dominic? I genuinely think a point each is a pretty fair result.
Yeah, if you're judging that on the first half, second half, to be fair, the whole game, chances, I would say, yeah, you can't call fairer than 1-1. I do think No Mercy had the better of the first half. I think FG probably shaded the second half. And like you said, if you're walking away there as a neutral like we are, I don't think anyone's hard done tonight. It was a game that probably deserved the draw, should I say. But what football in there?
Well, we said before the game kicked off that FG were 10 points behind Poise. They had 6 games in hand, so they've still got games to play with. The worrying thing for FG is maybe not catching Poise up. It's also who's got those games in hand behind them as well, because if they start picking up, although Skyfall are 2 positions behind them, and we just saw what happened to them. So I think the best thing that Porridge and his boys can do now, and Mickelback and co, is just get them in and say, look, write that off. No Mercy, they definitely showed up to the party. They put in a good shift. Credit to them. Let's just take down the chin, move on, and they're straight back on the channel now, Domino.
They are straight back at April. I would also say, because we've been in it with games on, obviously, every league that we've played in, it has been like back-to-back games. You don't just jump on for the one game. The important thing is to rally your team after not necessarily a startling performance and a draw, that a game that you should have won on paper. One of the things, if I was the manager of FG, I was telling the boys, look, that is another one undefeated. They came up to play. I do everything now to kind of regain that confidence, that second position confidence in the team, so they can go out here. Am I right in they're facing RTE?
RTE, yeah. 14th place, the Germans RTE, and it's going to be a tricky game. To be honest, I think we've only seen as a channel RTE once. They impressed us, so we're getting them back on. I think I'm just going to touch on that last point about FG, Domino. You said they remain unbeaten. I think that's more important to them. I think is just keeping that record, because they actually lost the first game of the season and haven't lost since. So that is 26 games unbeaten for FG. They've still got to play the league leaders again. So hey, and before that game as well, No Mercy, 1 win in 9 games. So just straight back on it tonight. Like I said, they fully deserve that. Moving on to RTE. They have got the 2nd highest rated player in the whole entire league. That is Alexi. He plays Cam, so he's obviously going to be the player to watch tonight. A second player and a third player, actually got players for days to keep an eye out for. Steve Davis up top. He is in the top 7 goal scorers in the whole entire league. He's got 16 and 28. So again, it's a team who sit in 14th place. And I'm saying they've got the 2nd best player in the league. And they've got one of the hottest strikers in the league. It doesn't make any sense, Domino. Please, please, please make it make sense. And then just to top it all off, they've got the 4th best ranked goalkeeper in the league as well. So FG, I'm really sorry about this. But you're going to have another tough game here. And there's nothing you can do about it, but
well, yeah, they're playing a 21st team with a World Cup winner and a man of the match over 2 legs, sitting in 21st, and then you've got a team in 14th with 2-3 top 5 players in there. Great stuff. Happy days. Yeah, I'm happy for you.
But this, you know what, Domino, we always say it. This is when you look back at your season. These are the types of games where you say, do you know what, we got away with that, or we shouldn't have won that, but we did. I think tonight might be massive for FG. You know, they did go a goal up against No Mercy, so I guess you could consider them unfortunate to concede. But on another day, Domino, they could have 100% lost that game, because
if those 2 chances go in that first half,
if No Mercy had won that game, I don't think we would have been querying it too much. Put it that way. And like you said, Domino, I think big conversations have got to be had in that change room. It's a big point in the season for FG. They know they've got the games in hand, and they want to keep the pressure on. Not just for Poise who are ahead of them, but also for the teams around them. And I think there's something psychological about having a team like FG. You know, if you're in and around them, or even if you are Poise at the top of the league, and you're constantly seeing FG, they didn't get beat again, they drew, they won, they drew. It's so demoralizing. It makes it more difficult for you to play as a team if you're constantly watching that team not lose.
Agreed.
So I think, you know, FG just got to keep doing what they're doing. We saw that team sheet. We don't have team sheets tonight, unfortunately, but we saw that team sheet having just watched FG play, and it's full of absolute ballers and players who can dig them out when they need to. Unfortunately, they almost survived. I mean, Woody almost dug them out with that world-class save off the crossbar. Again, you know, we were just saying, No Mercy. If No Mercy had won that, we wouldn't have been querying it. If FG had won that, we wouldn't have been querying it. That's how much of on a knife edge that game was. And it's one of those things where you've got to look to your big players now. We mentioned a few, the Sam Coopers, the Bailey Inces, Mickelback. You've got to look to those now to turn those types of results. So there's 1-1 against 21st, those upcoming games against 14th, and find a way to turn those into 3 points, or at least not picking up any losses at this stage in the season, and keep the pressure on everyone else.
Yeah, 100%. And again, Poise and teams like FG sitting in 1st and 2nd, you know full well, and especially when we played, that any team that is 10, I'd say anywhere, any team that comes up against you, it's like a cup final for them. For you, it's another game that you have to get through. But any other team playing you, they're going to put on their best performance, because they're playing. Me turning up against Poise, there'll be no time I'll be as concentrated playing against them than I would just a normal other team. So they've got targets on their back, being a very good team. Hence why you see teams like No Mercy and 21st, obviously no slouches, where they gave them an absolute run. It's going to be the exact same here for RTE. sitting in, what do you say, 14th?
14th place, yeah. I mean,
Sitting in 14th.
I think what RT will take solace in is that they are unbeaten in the last 6. 4 clean sheets in those 6 games, and only 2 goals conceded. 17 scored. So a bit like no mercy. FG are just unlucky, and they're playing these teams just as they hit form. They're marching up the table, and again, we always say there are no easy games in this league, and teams like RT and No Mercy are going to prove that for us. And you know what? In those 6 games as well, they've beaten the likes of Alte, Volt, and Creative as well. So it's, you know, they're not just picking up wins because they've got an easy run of games. They're picking up teams because they are officially turning the season around. So the previous game, Domino, RT versus FG finished 1-0 to FG. So again, RT, everything to play for. Like you said, Domino, every time you're top 4, 5, 6 maybe in the league, you've always got that target on your back. And I genuinely think RT now, having 1, turned in a good bit of form, and 2, have been beaten by this side last time in the season, I do genuinely think they'll be out there for retribution.
Yeah, I mean, you know when you lose against a team, like, you've got in the back of your mind that when you played them in the season and what the score was, like, each player will know that you lost a one goal to them. But Abel, can we just take a little break for a second, just from the football, so I could just give you a bit of flowers? You genuinely have done more homework for VPG than you've done in your entire schooling year. I can tell you that now for a fact. You're listing me stats, statistics, where they are, where they rank, who they've played in the games. Abel, it is probably the most efficient anyone's ever been.
So if my maths class looked like this as a kid, and they were like, yeah, so little Timmy scored 28 goals this season but conceded 15, and Ralph scored 20 in 4 games, how many goals is... I'd be able to do it, like, easily, but no, instead they have to make it algebra, and I don't want to do that. So no, it's what we do. Like I said, we are Pro Clubs Weekly. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure you do so. We're also on every single bit of social media.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you want to also get a little cheat sheet, 8ball has known to post on our Twitter times before his working out. He does get extra points from VPG for showing his working out, so fair play to him.
I'm just going to switch over to this camera, Domino, because Sam Cooper in the lobby for FG saying, come on boys, come on FG. And I think it's what they need. It's what they need. They need their big players now to step up and get 3 points here. And this is the last game of their week. And Domino, having played before competitive clubs, you and I, there's nothing worse than losing the last game of the week, and then you have to wait until the next week for a bit of sweet retribution. I hated it. I hated logging off. You know, we could play 3 games and we win the first 2, and I lose that last one. I'm going off seething. And I think FG now have got it all to do, because they don't want to go into the weekend having to wait till Monday with 3 days, 4 days to wait to put this right. They'll want that 3 points now.
Oh, 8ball, 100%. I mean, it's different mentality for different people, but yeah, it's the exact same. When you lose that last game, the last game's everything. It's how you pick up your team to come back for the next day, for the next week. Once you end on a high, it's good in the chat, it's good in the locker room. You go off, jump on, play some more games, everyone in good spirit. As soon as you lose that last game, there's an inquest in each individual, tensions flare, and then nothing gets resolved until everyone jumps back on for maybe a training session or, in fact, the game. So, massively important for FG, because they're in second. They have got the games in hand to catch up on poise.
Yep,
they can do this. And am I right in saying they got 6 games in hand, 8ball, or 5 games now?
6 games. I imagine Poise are
10
playing.
points away.
Poise are playing at the same time, so I think they'll still keep those 6. But if Poise have then won it, then puts them 12 points ahead. But yeah, 10 points behind with 6 games in hand was how they started off this evening.
So it's FG's to lose, 8ball. Like that's the way you look at it. Cut and dry on paper, FG's to lose.
Yep. That's what I said. I think FG shouldn't be looking ahead just at the moment. They definitely need to be looking around, because I think there's a couple of teams in similar positions to them, so a lot of games in hand. So statistically, they could go first. Realistically, you know, winning 7 on the bounce in this league against these ridiculous teams is difficult to do. I was going to say, speak to FG. They're 26 games unbeaten. How many of those have been draws? I don't know, but look at the No Mercy game we just watched. It's insane opposition. It really, truly is. And just before we go into this game, big shout out to VPG for having us this evening. If you are VPG player, welcome. If you're not and you have no idea what the hell is going on, get involved. Please, we cannot speak highly enough of this game mode, and we cannot speak highly enough of this organization. So do make sure you get involved. And with that, we'll go straight into the game. We have got FG in there. They've kept the black kit on, and RTE in the red from left to right. Let's go. RTE early doors, cut back. FG Porridge starting exactly where he left off, Domino. So important in that CDM role. Just so disciplined as well, and it's what they've needed. If you have a look at perhaps some CDMs who aren't as experienced, if you say they're going to be playing 21st and 14th, are they going to sit there and do all the defensive dirty work? Probably not. They want to get in on the score sheet. SJ Clay might do that himself. Goes near post, and it is Tanzarake with the save, the 4th ranked goalkeeper in VPG Esports Premier.
I tell you what, he trusted his defender there. The defender covered the opposite post. He had to stay near post.
Yeah, you're
trusted the defender to block that there. It was great play. That was a cheeky little stab ball.
Porridge there. Porridge there, just as I was saying, he doesn't want to get up high because he loves his defensive work. Almost gets an assist. Thank you, Porridge. Bailey Ince, talking of assists, definitely was a handball, but we move. There is 2nd highest ranked player in the league. Lexi gives it to Steve. Gets it back. Lexi slides it through. Is Davis going to get on the end of it? He is going to get on the end of it. It's Steve Davis. You would not get good money on that man scoring first. And here we go. The table is being turned upside down, Domino.
8 ball. The keeper, I don't know if the animation let him down. He came out for it. Let's just talk about the football inside. Absolutely fantastic 8 ball. He got a sniff of goal, slotted it in well, and FG have got it all to do again.
Yeah, Dilvix. Mickleback heads it to Sam Cooper. Lexi, there he is. He's 2nd best player in the whole league for a reason. Gives it to Machiavelli. Jack 7 though, back defending nicely. Gives it to his Cam Bailey Ince, who's got acres to run into on this left-hand side. Cuts inside, tries to play it first time. Lexi and co win it back for the Reds of RTE. 14th place RTE gives it to the goal scorer Steve Davis, and now all of a sudden RTE very happy just to hold it, but Sam Cooper's done well there. SJ Clay drops the shoulder, shimmies past the goalkeeper. It's insane. What is that man doing? That's crazy. That is one of the coldest finishes at the highest standard I've ever seen. SJ Clay, take a bow, son. Perfect way to respond. It's 1 apiece. 15 minutes in. Domino, hot take, please.
Hey, it's the composure there to sell the keeper. Who does things like that? Like,
I didn't even know you could do that.
All I do, 8 ball, is I see the goal, I'll press the shoot button, I'll pick a corner. I don't have the composure.
Oh my god, what a ball that is. Lexi! Oh, it's shaved the side netting. What a shot. That was a minimal backlift.
Yeah. April, there's only 18 minutes gone on the virtual clock.
Yeah, this is a crazy start to the game. Dean Smith on this right-hand side. For 2nd place, FG in the black from right to left. Bailey Ince. Dilvix comes short to collect. Threatens to turn instead. Give it to Porridge, who's very, very deep. Much deeper than we're used to seeing him. Crimmy. Tries to slide it through. DNS wins it. Sets his right midfielder on his way, but runs out of pitch. Criminy gets this restarted quickly. Goes long. I tell you what, he hasn't got a goal, but Sam Cooper's done really well this evening. Obviously getting that assist in the first game, but he's shut down. And again, here he is, picking out Dilvix. He's gone down. That is a stonewaller. Yeah, absolute stonewaller. Is that man again? Domino, is that man again? Sam Cooper just picking up the loose ball.
Yeah.
He's not going to take this though. Instead, it's Seedwarf. Big save by the keeper, but it's come straight back out. Sam Cooper, there he is. Seedwarf, Sam Cooper. And again, it was a shoddy penalty, I don't think you'll mind me saying, but He is such a good player that he's almost deserved that good bit of fortune. We were just saying what an influence he's having on tonight's proceedings for FG. He picks up another rebound and slots it away. You've got a feel for the goalkeeper though, Tanzaraki. Big save at a big moment, but that's FC24, baby. Rebound City.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, here we go. Go on.
Never mind. We'll see what's happened with this free kick before. I want him to shoot 8, but I'm not going to lie to you. I want to hit this.
Oh, Bailey has gone for it. What a save that is. That went like a rocket. I thought he was just going to go short.
Yeah, same. I thought he was going to short.
Well, I'm glad the goalkeeper's more switched on than I am. And speaking of being switched on, Mickelback more switched on than any player in red or yellow. Side netting, both sides hitting the side netting now. And this game is really come to life. The RTE centre-back has just skinned the centre-forward. We didn't get to see it because Animal is not the best cameraman in the world. And I'll tell you what, Donna, that is the case of inches there. Inches.
Yeah, absolutely, April. Absolutely. It is very much a back-and-forth game. And both teams, they're defending when they need to defend, but it is very much like defending last minute.
Defending is optional. Defending is optional. Good defending though there, to be fair.
I think the FG boys are just growing into this game. And you know, Bailey's busting out tricks in the middle there.
It's worrying.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I reckon he can still hit that.
Dinks it over instead. Mikali wins it. Gives it to Azevedo. Runners on that left-hand side. Still watch out for him because Diaz thought about it. Gives it to Machiavelli instead. Lexi into Steve Davis. Gives it to Dex looking for the 1-2. Animal gets it clear, but a control clearance as well. Picked out SJ Clay. And I tell you what, Don, there's not many better at taking the ball down than that man. What a ball that is. Takes out the goalkeeper. It's Dean Smith on the overlap. Winger to winger. And what a turnaround this is. What a ball that is as well. And FG, I'm going to say getting their just rewards, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I saw the ball on, like, he did go to the man on that right-hand side. The problem is, I don't know if it's on a weak foot or strong foot, you were too close to the keeper, so I was like, he can't pass that ball because the keeper can bobble it. He swung it back in. Oh. The keeper wasn't late, mate. The keeper did everything right. It was just the ball was too perfect.
It was. Perfect. Made his mind up for him as well.
Yeah, the keeper had to come. There was no hesitation there, mate. He came out and it was just unfortunate, but... what a ball, and the finish was on the plate from there. And
don't forget, 2 goals conceded in the last 6 games. So they've already conceded more goals in this 41 minutes than they have in the last 6. And to be fair, I think it's these fouls in this area of the pitch, I think, are killing RTE at the moment. It's probably the only difference between the teams, because both teams, good value for... Good value for to be in the lead at the moment, but it is FG taking their chances. One for the camera there by Tankarate. Goes over to this left-hand side to Dex. Oh, McHale. Behave. Gives it to Dex. Akers to run into, left-hand side. Looking for runners past. Sends a man for a Twix, but they'll recycle. 3-1 to FG, having been a goal down. Jack Sevens having an absolute quality game. And Dominic, just before that goal as well, I was talking about SJ Clay and his hold-up play. There's not many that do it better than that man. And it just helps get the team up the pitch so much easier, because that goal came from Animal clearing the ball, a bit like he's just done now. And then SJ Clay makes it stick. And it's a crazy first half, because it just shows how dangerous a team like FG are. I'm going to say what they've had 4 or 5 chances in 45 minutes and scored 3 goals from it. One obviously being the rebound from a penalty, which you have to be in it to win it, to be fair. We'll show our beautiful faces whilst they're on the Xbox screen. I said our beautiful faces, not just dominant. There we go. Press the wrong button. But it is 3-1 a fair reflection? I'm just going to go devil's advocate. I'm going to say no, but I want to hear your thoughts, Domino.
I'm going to say yes, 8-ball. I think the scoreline represents the game. I think the first goal seems like a very, very long time ago, 8-ball.
Yeah, it truly does.
It does seem like a while ago. After that, FG got into a rhythm, got into a groove. and they look dangerous. They didn't even look dangerous from a certain just set pieces or just down the flanks. They look dangerous all around the pitch. They look like they've got goal scorers and people that can assist here, there, and everywhere. 8Ball.
Yeah.
I've just looked at the stream 8Ball because it's still on my side.
Yep.
He's gone offline.
He has indeed. Bear with us while we try and find another stream, because it says we don't want to miss this. Who am I looking for? I am looking for FG. Are we back on? I'm in an advert, which leads me to believe that they might be back on, but I'm in 25-second advert, so bear with us, those of you at home. We'll get this back up quick time. Let's see what RT is saying.
World's longest ad.
Here they are, aren't they? They are. Right, here we go.
And it's 4-4. What an absolute...
You're a horrible man. Horrible man. Right, back into it. It wouldn't be pro clubs without a bit of drama. Steve Davis gets that blocked. Bailey Ince and Jack recycle nicely. And here we go. 2v3, SJ Clay. I mean, we are going in slow time now, so... I mean, we've just watched an advert as well, so I really don't want to refresh. But I'm gonna have to, because we can't watch this, can we? Oh, Twitch. Oh, Twitch. Right, let's go again. This time, I mean, we haven't missed any goals, hopefully. Here we go. FG have got it at the back. FG Porridge is the deepest man once more. Tries to switch it with Steve Davis. Yeah,
that's cool.
Steve Davis in the way. And we'll restart with a goal kick. Probably for the best, as we all just calm down after potentially losing the stream. Crazy stuff. Dean Smith, goal scorer, number 3. And FG, you see how deep they are now. They've got 6 players in their own defensive third, just spraying this ball from left to right. 2 goals up, Domino. They're afforded the luxury, and shock horror, SJ Clay holds the ball up. Lets his teammates run off him. Dean Smith being one, Dilvix being the other, look to stab it in, and it's going to be a corner to FG. Looking to pile on the misery whilst keeping the ball. It's the worst thing to defend against, Domino, when you're 2 goals down as a team that had to keep the ball but also look dangerous going forward.
Yeah, like the thing is that there's a lot of heavy artillery in this FG team, where you've got people like Bailey with a top assister, people like Clay who can literally hold the ball up and bring people into the game. They've got so many different players that can do specific and specialised things, which are very, very hard to play against. Like, right, let's go on to Bailey, make sure he doesn't get the ball. Also, we've got to watch Clay and make sure he doesn't have his back to goal and can bring people into the game. This right-hand side.
And we said this at the beginning, you know, the big game players. Tell you what, how he was not offside there, I'll never know, but he did get the header away. I think it was Dean Smith at the back post, but what a big save that is by Tanzarake. Big save by the 4th ranked goalkeeper in the league. Bailey Ince, though, with another chance to swing a demon ball in. And RT just leaving players up, because I think they need to do it now, and they might get a reward for it as well. Machiavelli sending those red shirts forward now, swings it in. Woody comes for it and collects it. Fantastic take from that man. And you know, we said the team talk would be they're going to be looking to their big name players, their big game players, and they've all stepped up this game. They've all stepped up, and I think that's been the difference between the 2 teams. Is, you know, you're listing off all these world-class players, Domino. Look at that. Bailey into the box, intercepted, but he wins it back. They're all just stepping up, Domino. They're all putting in a shift, and they've all got end product as well. And RT they're just on the receiving end of some inspired players in inspired form. And it's unfortunate for them because they're playing well, and they started off really well as well. And just a free header. Ooh, I mean, I couldn't forgive him for that. If someone's got a free header, I can't really talk the way out of that, but. RT get off lightly there, because if that had gone in, it was lights out. But they live to fight another day, and it's 3v3 here as Machiavelli's got it, tries to slide it through. He had players left and right. trying to force the issue, and this is what happens when you keep the ball for as long as FG have. You just frustrate your opposition. RT definitely playing like they are frustrated, trying to force it. Diadas into Lexi. What a save! Point blank range by Waddy. Huge save at his near post, and if he'd scored there, Domino, it was game on. 3-2 with 13 minutes left.
Remember, it might look, definitely does not look simple, but he is looking through bodies in that camera angle.
Yeah.
He's looking through bodies, and he's got to pull that save out. Unbelievable.
Good corner. Good
he's
corner.
Still got some work here to do, but the defense digs him out, and they are back on this counter.
Here we go. 3v2.
Well.
Sam Cooper, the dangerous Sam Cooper. He's happy to hold it, and I don't think his teammates in the box will be thanking him for that.
No.
He does have a lot of goals this season, so they probably won't be too harsh on him. But if RT score here, they have every right to be pretty mad at him. 10 minutes to go for RT to get something out of this game. FG have already dropped points this evening. Are they going to do it again? Animal saying, no, please, we need these 3 points. Keep the pressure on boys. And again, just a bit of afters, maybe.
I think it's the most free kicks we've ever seen a team have, if I'm honest with you.
It's probably the one negative I'll say about RT is just maybe a slight bit of lack of discipline, but I think it's hurt them at some big times. However, that ball did seem to be dropping for FG, and talk about dropping it, Steve Davis, top bins.
We've got a game. April, we have got a game.
Here we go.
I mean, FG were getting into good positions, but they were kind of getting snuffed out last minute. No end product. April, that came like a lightning bolt. Andrew gets to keep it inspired form in this game. It is 3-2. We've got 5 virtual minutes left on the clock.
18 goals this season,
and they
Domino.
have just won the ball back there, cheaply giving it away, and snapped them out of the ball quite harshly.
18 goals this season for Steve Davis, and you can see why. Half a chance. It's what these top strikers need, Domino. You know, 90% of the pro clubs community are strikers. I say 0.09% can do what these top strikers do in the top league. There's only about 15, 20 of them knocking around. SJ Clay, though, oh, do you know what? He sent so many players to the shops there, and he couldn't get the shot away. He went to square it. Good defending in the end by RTE, but if FG don't take all 3 points here, they are going to wonder what on earth happened. RTE have got 1 virtual minute to make sure they don't take all 3 points. They go short. Strange choice. Very, very strange choice. Dilvix is... I'll put my house and I'm running into the channel here. Tackle from Mikhail, but it's not going to matter. Do you know what? I don't think FG will care. Were they convincing for the last half an hour of that game? Absolutely not. Will they tell you that they weren't convincing for the last half an hour of that game? Absolutely they will. Will they care? Absolutely not, Domino.
Like I said, it's a previous game that FG played no mercy. It's games like this. If you went and looked back on all your games in the seasons, like what game won us the league, you look back on performances like this, where you went 1-0 down against no mercy in 14th place, like, we've got it all to do. And they come back and claw the 3-2, and with probably 10 virtual minutes on the clock, and you see them out. It's stuff like that that goes unnoticed in a big season in a lot of games. But it's games like this is the reason why you're second place, pushing for the title.
100%, mate. And we are getting treated to some highlights here. I mean, I think we should put the request in that all teams do this at the end of the games, especially if they know they're on the channel, because we do enjoy this. I mean, look at that. It's a joy, absolute joy to watch. Steve Davis. If he's anything, famously, Gary Lineker, who said it, Domino, if his team loses 3-2 and he scores 2 goals, he's happy. Do you think Steve Davis is going to be secretly low-key happy?
No, Abel, because I'm the opposite. Even if I scored 5 goals, our team lost 6-5, Abel, I'm annoyed. I'd rather get sent off in the first minute and the team win, and me watch the game for 80 virtual minutes. I'm all about winning, Abel. I'm genuinely all about winning, whatever I have to do.
I mean, for me, it depends where we are in the season, if I'm annoyed or not. There have been games where so for those of you that don't know at home, when we used to play competitive, we were nowhere near the top of the league. So a lot of our games towards the back end of the season would be dead rubbers. So if we get beat 5-4 and I've scored 4, I'm not too fussed. But yeah, like Dono said, I think Steve Davis would trade those 2 goals for 3 points there. And to be fair, RTE, They were unfortunate. FG were in spells unplayable. Look at their third goal. You can't really defend against that. It's crazy stuff, and sometimes you just got to take a bow. But you know, looking at the performance for RT, I don't think they can be too disheartened by that, and it shouldn't knock their confidence too much, in total honesty. But Domino, FG, talk to me about FG. Will I get this this next stream up, the fourth and final game, ladies and gentlemen? FG picking up 3 points. How big in their season is that going to be?
Yeah, like I said, 8Ball, they've got 6 games in hand. We said with 6 games in hand, they need to pick up the points. They dropped 2 points in the first game, and they got 2 points in the second one. So they're doing well. 4 out of 6 currently on the night. Now they're an efficient team, like I said, 8Ball. When you've got players that are good all-around players, but you've got specialists in the team, like Bailey is a creative force with his 28 assists this season. So you've got a specialist in that cam position that can pick a pass. Not only that, you've got players up front. Forget his name, 8Ball. Who was the guy on the left-hand side of that strike force?
SJ Clay.
SJ Clay, mate. Like, the way that guy holds up the ball. Like, he's a great player, but the feet inside, I even forgot the way he stole the keeper. People are going to say that, like, oh, that's well easy to do. Like, really good, like, I've done that. You're doing it in the highest level possible, in the highest competitive format possible, against the best players possible. So it's not just like, yeah, I've done it against on clubs, I've sat down a keeper that plays drop-ins. Yeah, you were sitting down a keeper that is ranked the 4th best keeper in the entire top league, where you're selling people like that, and when you're a goal down, it's little things like that people need to understand, that this is not simple stuff. It looks simple. Please go ahead and try and sit down a keeper in this division and jump on, because you're not going to.
That is actually an invitation as well. So
please try it, mate. Please
come and get involved in VPG. Do get involved in pro clubs. We have such a good time over here. We have a very good time, and it's a good little community as well. Lots of really good boys and girls. Speaking of really good boys and girls, we have Flair versus SV Volt for tonight's final game. It is 10th place Flair. You can see their team there. No changes from the first game of tonight's epic 4-parter. And SV Volt currently sit in 6th place as a German team full of German internationals who, if you watched on Sunday on the VPG live stream, were beat in the final, played very, very well, but just came up against a freakishly good Portugal side. Domino, I've got some crazy stats for you here, so do bear with me.
Right, before you say that, where are SV Volt sitting in the league?
6th.
6, so 6 versus 10.
6 versus 10th. So we've got up front for Volt. We haven't seen team sheets again. Apologies for that. You've got La Tormenta and D Jamal. It's crazy strike force. 25 goals for La Tormenta and 12 for D Jamal. 12 goals and 7 assists for D Jamal as well. And don't forget, that's D Jamal, who, to be fair, was Germany's best player in the World Cup final as well. So Flair, you've got to deal with that first and foremost, so good luck with that one. So bear that in mind, they've got that strike force. The top 5 ranked players at Volt, statistically speaking, 3 centre-backs and 2 CDMs. Work that one out. You've got 2 of the best strikers in the league, yet your 5 top ranked players are your 3 centre-backs and your 2 CDMs. That tells me they're very good going forward, very good at the back. I mean, they're gonna be tricky to beat. It would be interesting to see how Flair have got on for the rest of the evening. Obviously, having left them from the first game where they won convincingly 3-0 against 4th place Skyfall.
Very good play, yeah.
They haven't played each other yet this season, Flair and Volt. So we've got that to look forward to as well. SV Volt beaten 1-0 by FG on Monday and by RTE. So SV Volt are on a tiny bit of a skid at the moment. Before Monday, they were unbeaten in their last 5, and they're currently without a win in 4 games. So Flair, it's a very good time to play SV Volt at the moment. However, like we always say, we say it to the teams that are lower down the league, It certainly applies to the teams at the top of the league. However, if there's ever going to be a time to play Volt, why not now? Why not now?
Yeah.
On a 4-game skid, why not now?
You see, there's some times where Volt season changes around, or it basically their momentum changes around. You don't want to be that. After 4 games skid, this is going to be a game that Volt's going to be like, do you know what? We're going to turn it on. Like, got the boys ready, getting them to turn on this performance. It's going to be an interesting one. Like I said, with the last game of the night, Flair doing really well. Volt's got all that talent in that team.
Yeah.
It's very much pick 'em 8 ball. If you had to go to a betting man and be like, right, here's all the statistics you just laid out for us, league position, where they are, the results that have come in today, the results that have been previous, and you say who's going to win this game, it's a straight pick 'em 8 ball. There's too many factors to decide who's winning this.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's what makes this such a good pick for the last game of this evening. VPG Esports Premier, brought to you by Pro Clubs Weekly, 8-Ball and Domino. Here we go, playing in the Germany kit in slow motion from right to left is SV Volt and Flair in the black kit from left to right. No idea why it's going so slow. Can't do too much about it. Wish I could. Are we going to refresh because this is actually painful? Please don't.
At least I could see the intricacies really slowly.
Yeah, if you wanna wait here until 11 o'clock this evening, we can watch the whole thing like that. Come on, don't fail me now. Shisui Shiki wins it for Flair, and they get the game underway. Lavu, Jay Lings sends a man for a hot dog. He's looking long, goes short instead. Sentinel gives it to Warren Beast. Good intricate play from Flair. Looking like they're picking up where they left off, Domino.
Absolutely 8-Ball. And Volt, a 2-touch football to get it back to front in 3 passes and cover about 60 yards is ridiculous. But Volt doing what they do. I mean, in that first game, 8-Ball, if you go back and watch it, the way they move the ball right to left is very, very interesting. They're very good at it, and not only that, they do like to take on players in those wide positions. I think they're going to be a handful today. I haven't seen much of Volt on this channel, but like I said, those stats are going to be proven that they're a very hard team to break down.
Yeah. I want to see. Oh wow, he left one on him there. Did the Volt man. Chica steps in though, wins it, goes long as well. It's Samo who I think will come back and get booked. Sanji through to Gaines.
What a
Is
ball.
it going to find him? No, it's not. A really good interception there from Tony Bacchi, who again played phenomenal in that first game. And just like that though, Flair have gone back to front, gives it to Tico Beast. Great tackle by Timpson. Watch out for that man as well, Domino. Timpson. I mean, all 3 centre-backs, Chica, Jalal and Timpson, are all in the top 10 centre-backs this season. So when you only play 3 at the back, Shisui Shiki though flicks it on. Samu just picked up a booking with the diving header, saves his team from a sure goal. Tico Beast looks to go short, can't get off.
I tell you what, this Flair team are set-piece specialists. We saw
It doesn't matter though. Gaines is in, no Domino. Gaines is in, goes near post, hits the near post. Shisui Shiki keeps the ball on, manages to get out of danger. Lavu will hold the ball up now, gives himself some time and space to play out. And yeah, Domino, one ball over the top, and it's turning into a bit of a basketball game here because it's end-to-end, swings it into the back post. Samo having to do a lot of defending on a booking as well. Heads that out behind his own goal for a corner.
I like this 8-Ball. I like what they're doing here.
Why
they
the hell
changed
not?
the free kick taker. That's upset me, 8-Ball. That's upset me.
We can't watch it. Yeah, I was going to say, we can't watch it from that angle anymore. Doesn't matter though. Escrover, who got a goal in that first game. Tico Beast goes near post. Pep with the save, with a block/save. Not sure who it was. Goalkeeper/centre-back on the line. Huge save, and it goes off for another corner. Shisui Shiki looking for a centre-back teammate again. We've already seen that work once tonight. Well, to be fair, it's worked more than once tonight, but with the goal as well. Stabs into the back post. Jalal reflects it, gives it to Gaines, who looks like he's playing up front in place of D. Jamal tonight. I've not seen him just yet. Here is Jalal. Chica playing a 1-2 with Sanji. Switches the play nicely.
This is very good for Volt 8-Ball because people that play competitively, they will know once you're under the cosh time and time again, it is mental pressure. Like, you do get genuinely tired of tracking your run, watching your man. You need games like this. You need positions like this where you can settle down and just have a little mental break. But this ball, the corners, the effort that, again, Flair are putting on you, the more they do this, the more they will mentally break down this team, and they will find that goal.
Don't forget, this is Flair's busy night as well. They are playing 4 games in the Esports Premier, so this is their 4th. Oh, it took a deflection as well, and Peppo hadn't gone yet. Had he dived already, that was going to be 1-0. 1 apiece, sorry. And lucky for Pep and Volt, Neurofunk sends a man for a Twix. Oh, but he's given the ball away as well, and they were in a good position there. Had committed a lot of men forward over the top for Flair. Sventinel loses his man. Can he get the shot off? Cuts back to Jay Lings. They're going to keep the ball, though. Edge of the box. Cowan. Good save by Peppo. Spilt, but gobbled back up again. And yeah, warning signs are there for Volt, who are a goal ahead, but living dangerously at the moment.
Yeah, April, it's... Volt, obviously, great finish, great goal, but Flair are just putting a lot of pressure on them here, April, a lot of pressure.
Hasco, Prince, gets taken out by his own man, so no foul given.
Never seen that before.
Cowan tries to go over the top.
Good covering.
Yeah, Timpson and co. We spoke about that back 3, or that back 5 if you include the 2 CDMs. Prince into Sanji. Loses his man nicely. The CDM breaking forward, but there's Tico Beast again, proving he can do it defensively as well. Cowan, who's seeing a lot of the ball in this first half. Nothing to show for it just yet. Neurofunk picks it up for Volt deep in his own half. Sprays it out to Sanji. Goes first time over the top, repelled by Escabora. Cowan again there, but Jalal steps in, wins it. Going to carry on his run, though he's not, because it's sent back. Samo on a booking. I'd be saying that at half-time, Domino. Get running at Samo, honestly.
Yeah, you would. I mean, he can't do it again, April. But the thing here, Volt, are going to be... Oh, there's a great play inside.
Oh, Shisui Shiki, last possible second to pinch that ball. And what have Flair got on the counter-attack? Look to go inside, there is Chico. And don't forget how defensively strong this team are, Domino.
Got to be offside. It has to be offside. Yeah.
Prince
well, that's what I think in April. Going, and Flair will know this as well. Flair will know how good this back 5 or 6 are off Volt. Going 1 goal down is going to be like uphill battle against these defenders.
Gives it to Warren Beast, his namesake, Sanji in there though, and this is what you get with a team so defensively strong. Your CDMs are gonna not mind dropping in and doing that dirty work, a bit like we saw Porridge do in those 2 games before. They're more than happy to do that, and this is what I mean. So we said, oh yeah, maybe run at Samo, who's on a booking. Absolutely run at that man. But when you've got the players with that discipline running back in and making those tackles, I think that's what makes Volt such a hard team to beat. They do play attractive football, and they do have the strikers who cause damage, but collectively, as a team, as a unit, again, just looking at some of my notes, you've got Leonardo, who is the cameraman tonight, and Mark, the 2 wingers for Volt, both of those in the top 6 wingers. They've just got stats like this for days. Sanji in all the games, who's actually playing up front tonight. The 2 third and 4th best centre backs in the league. They've just got players for days, Domino, who are at the top level. And if Flair want to get anything out of this game, they're going to have to produce something special from the players like Jay Lings.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something special here. It's either a moment of brilliance from them or a mistake from the other team, which there's not many mistakes in them, for one, I say. But we're obviously talking about their resilience defensively. They can still cause that problem going forward. So not only does Volt need to find that extra goal, they need to be diligent and they need to be switched on here, because at any time Volt can have this getting in behind their defence with attacking players, and he's kept that on.
Yeah, good tackle there by Abdel. Keeps the ball for his team, sets Tico Beast off, and Warren the Beast looks like he's running down the line as well, and will pick the ball up. Cuts inside, but there's Samo, and again he dived in, Domino. I would say just keep pinning it on him. Tico Beast's got skill for days. It's waiting to happen. I'm going to call it now.
He's going to call it, fair play.
Simpson down the line to the man on a booking. Prince holds the ball up nicely against Jailing. Samo does well, gives it back to Prince. Beats his man, but cuts back, and a good ball actually. 3 up top. Haskell finds Gaines. Big tackle again by Abdel, having a fantastic game. Flair decide to just get a little bit of respite, kick out of play. Neurofunk will restart though. Sanji into Gaines, into Prince, looking for that slide rule pass, doesn't find it, but given away to Neurofunk. Back post, Samo, hot topic Samo at the moment. Tico Beast doing him. Is he going to keep the ball? Again, another dive in. Domino gets away with it, and Flair get away with just conceding, just having the goal kick basically. Shisui, Shiki and Co set us off, but Chica steps in. That view though, wins it back for Flair. Chica again, centre back Domino, very high up. Someone leaves something on him though. They won't mind if they get the shot off here. Is the referee going to bring it back? No, he's not.
It's very aggressive, they ball. The defending, especially with a team like Volt,
yeah.
The defending's very aggressive. They're 1-0 up and they're going hunting. There's not passive defending here.
Chalao flicked on. Haskell lost his man on the edge of the box. Whoever was picking up Haskell there would have had a line of questioning coming his way, but they live to fight another day. I mean, Flair, if they concede here, Domino, it's not lights because we've seen teams score 2 goals in 2 minutes before, but just psychologically, it's just going to have such a blow. I do think the next goal is just massive. It really is. If Flair scored next, there's nothing stopping him going on and winning this. And he might get on the end of this. Pep's come a long way. Palms out. It didn't go very far, though. Tico holds it up. Again, it's that man, Samo. Oh, he put the tackle in. There was an animation to suggest he had been tackled. Was nowhere near the ball, but again, living very dangerously. Both sides at the moment, and that's what we like to see. With the game on a knife edge. Here's Samo, though. Very far away from his own goal, which I think he'll prefer. Prince picks up the loose ball, runs out of the box to give it to Sanji. CDM slides it through to striker's feet. Shisui Shiki, big shout out to him as well. He's had a fantastic night. And Kinsu holds the ball nicely at his near post. Yeah, Shisui Shiki, Domino, another fantastic night for him. Stepped in at the nick of time there, not for the first time, probably not for the last time, and here he is now as emergency right winger. Make it make sense. Warren Peace, edge of the box, 2 Jailings, does really well to keep it because I don't think he was expecting it.
Yeah, Siki will drop you a constant 7 out of 10 every single game without fail.
Oh yeah.
Minimum 7.
Yeah, minimum. Here is Svenzel. They'll be wanting a lot from that man as well. He's having a quiet night by his high standards. Leonardo over the top to Haskell. He is offside though. We're in the last 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 20 minutes for Flair to do something. 10th place Flair playing 6th place SB Volt, who scored early on and, to be fair, haven't really looked back. There's not been too much by way of clear-cut chances since that though. Other than maybe here as Gaines gets through 1v1, goalkeeper goes to ground, the linesman leaves his flag down and it's gonna count. It's 2-0, doubles the lead, a 70-yard pass over the top. He took it down nicely, goalkeeper went to ground, a good little finish there, Domino, from who normally plays central defence in midfield. All the gains stepping up in D. Jamal's absence tonight with a striker's finish, Domino.
Or 8 ball, it's the ball there. It's all
Leonardo,
about
take a bow, son.
top. You just put it in that uncertainty, that corridor of uncertainty.
Yeah.
The ball comes in, does the keeper come out, does he not come out? If he doesn't come out, he's getting in the end and going in goal. If you do come out, you're giving him more space to open up and more space to beat you. The ball was just perfect, 8 ball. The tracking of the run from the defender wasn't that great, don't get me wrong. But once the ball's that good, you're going to get a shot on goal regardless. And the keeper didn't do anything too bad because it's a 50-50 pick him, isn't it? Come out and win it or face him 1 versus 1. What a
Here
ball,
is
what a goal.
Slid through.
And I was about to say that should be the game. We've got 10 virtual minutes. I mean, I've seen crazy things, April, but Volt, what I can say about this performance is a very, very professional performance.
Shisui Shiki wins it high up. Here's Svenzel, finds the wide corner. Here we go, Domino. The curse of the commentator is real.
My God. Didn't
Flair.
put a foot out of place the whole entire game.
Flair have Domino to thank for that one. Shisui Shiki wins it high up, and that's what you get when you do leave gaps at the back, because your centre back forward playing like a centre forward at the moment, taking on his opposite number, Timpson. Big tackle from Timpson though in the white shirt, wins it. And yeah, it was given away high up by good press. Samo keeps the ball, gives it to Chica. Instead of going to feet, goes long, but gains his feet. And again, very important takedown from him. Prince goes inside in the air. Neurofunk to Hasko. Volt keeping the ball nicely here. They kind of have to. Gaines looking to get the shot off. Volt Prince wins it high up. Escobar wins it back for his team, but gives it away. Leonardo, who got that assist for the second goal, which could well be the match winner here.
Stop that.
Sends 2 players for Hot Dogs. Jay Lings, though, comes in. Doesn't get the foul, or does he get the foul? He does. A late call. There's 1 minute left, boys and girls. Flair have got to lump this up. They've just got to. Gives it to Jay Lings. Left-hand side, Tico the Beast. Floats it in. Jalal does well, but it's going to fall to a black shirt. Lumps it in. Timpson clears it. Are they going to be able to keep it alive? Jay Lings into the back post. Here it is. Tico Beast. Peppo with a massive save. He did nothing wrong with that finish. They're going to let them look at the time. 20 seconds over. A minute and 20 seconds over. The referee's not interested. He wants Flair to score here. Peppo comes and claims it. That is going to be that. That's huge goalkeeping from Peppo, and as good as Volt have been all game, all season, they have got Peppo to thank for the 3 points tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Humongous save with the last kick of the game, and then the last kick of the game, he comes and claims that ball when it's anyone's. When you float the ball into the boxing clubs, it's anyone's. And Peppo, worth his absolute weight in gold there, Domino. Comes out, collects it, and that is all she wrote. It is Volt 2, Flair 1.
On paper, 8-ball. Well, not on paper, shall I say. During that game, I think that's a fair reflection. I think Volt deserved it. And before we erupted into chaos, and that's what it was.
Yep. Literally.
For the 80 minutes, Volt just put in the most professional performance. Tidy at the back, tidy going forward, taking their chances, slowing down the game when they needed to. All of what they'd done was just very, very efficient. And then they gave the ball away, got the goal, and look, we always know at 8-ball, goals change games. And as soon as that goal went in, chaos erupted, and that could have been anyone's towards the end.
And that's what we love about clubs, competitive clubs, because it's anyone's game on the night. It truly does not matter. And we've seen topsy-turvy all night, to be fair. I think maybe that's probably the only game that's really gone kind of the way we thought it might. Save for FG, but FG had to work ridiculously hard for those 3 points against RTE. It really just was a 10-15 minute masterclass by some of their top players, and that was kind of the difference there. But hey, that's pro clubs. That is competitive pro clubs in an absolute nutshell. That is what VPG Esports Premier is about. Boys and girls, Tasers is in the chat as well. Hello to you. Good to see you, bud. For people like Tasers who has never played pro clubs, competitive pro clubs before, get involved. Go and watch this. This is a good flavor of what goes on. It's 22 players, 22 different emotions, 22 different playing abilities. Chuck them all together and just watch it with us. Obviously, we'll be here calling the shots, but just watch it unfold. There's storylines left, right, and center. There's always stuff going on. The league system over at VPG is crazy. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So again, if you're not involved in Summer League, 100% get involved when FC25 comes along. And if you're not already subscribed to Pro Clubs Weekly, that's us. Go and do that. I think go do that now. You probably can, because we're finishing up here. We've got lives and jobs, so we got to go do other stuff. As much as we'd like to pretend we don't. So all that leaves us to say is thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching tonight on the VPG YouTube and you're not subscribed, click subscribe now, because it doesn't make any sense for you not to be subscribed and for you to be watching, especially if you watch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. It just helps. It really does help. And VPG are trying to do some crazy big things for FC25, which involves a lot of planning. And the more people that have subscribed and involved in nights like this, and obviously going forward, the more likely it is that something big will happen. I mean, those of you who know about the LAN event that happened in Sheffield, UK, that can't happen unless you guys are watching week in, week out. So thank you very much for that, and keep getting involved. We'll always be here. And so will VPG. So we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So get involved and just have a bit of fun with it, I think.
Nah, absolutely.
Domino, final thoughts then. Flair versus Skyfall, FG versus No Mercy, RTE versus FG, and then finally Flair versus SV Volt. Game of the night, moment of the night, and I'll let you say good night. Go.
Oh, mate. Game of the night. RTE versus FG, I think, just because Chaos did it back to front game, mate. It was an unbelievable game. I think the moment of the night came in that getting sat down, sitting down the keeper 8 ball. I'm just things like that is absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievable players. I think that's the game of the night and moment of the night, if I'm honest with you. I'd say performance tonight for 80 minutes was SV Volt. For the casuals, it might just be like, yeah, it's a standard boring performance. You look all around that as efficient. You shut the team down. You played some great football. You scored some great goals. The ball over the top was delicious. Little things like that, 8 ball, were unbelievable. I think performance of the night might go to SV Volt. And good night, because we love this, guys. And like April said, just echoing him, click the subscribe on Pro Clubs Weekly, click subscribe on VPG, and be around, because like I said, every single game mode, this league, and we've got bigger, and it's only going to get bigger, and the bigger we get, the more we can bring you guys, bring you the fans. So yeah, come along for the ride, stay with us, because it's going to be a great one.
Couldn't have put it better myself, mate. It's like we've been doing this for a little while, huh?
Yeah, signs off, on point.
Cool. Yeah, that does finish off VPG for this week. Tune back in next week. I can't tell you for sure which days we'll be on, but we'll be around somewhere, whether it be on VPG YouTube or Pro Clubs Weekly YouTube, which is why it's essential you subscribe to both, because you just never know. We never know till the actual day, to be honest. A couple of hours before, Domino found out live on stream which one we were streaming from, literally at the time. So hey, if he doesn't know, you guys aren't going to know either. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. It's been an absolute blast. An hour and a half of pure pro clubs, and to be fair, not many holds up either, Domino, which is quite rare, which we can get used to that if we can do that every time. So fair play to the teams involved tonight, and yeah, one final thank you for those for tuning in. We've had some really good numbers tonight. So and if you have missed a stream, you can go back and watch it. And if you are watching this, going back and watch it, hello from the past. Right, cheerio, guys.
In a bit.